last drop of coffee.
You want me to get you some more?
No, I got water. I'm just finishing off that last drop, Mama. Look here, folks. It's President's Day. What's more American than a hot dog and some chili, a little bit of cheese, and I'm fixing to put some mustard on there and a little bit of hot sauce on mine. Mama, would you like some onion?
Just a little bit, but not much.
Mama's going onion today. You know it's a holiday.
That's my picture.
So we've been rearranging, changing. Mama's in the mood. She said, let's get something done today. Yes, ma'am, I said. Yes, ma'am. And I love days off, and then you can get something done, and it's just a good feeling. Mama, I just scared you some olive there, okay?
Okay.
Now, Mama's having this ain't a hot dog bun. We're out.
Well, yeah.
We're out. Y'all have to, y'all
Well,
have to
there's some over. I think.
These are Sara Lee's Sweet Hawaiian Rolls. That's what that right there is. And Mom, that may be hot.
It is hot.
I just cooked it.
I reckon you did.
Would you like for me to slice it?
No,
I didn't know you was going to require a slicing, or I'd have done it for you.
oh no, I can handle it.
You're going to eat it open faced?
I'm gonna put it on that end.
Am I going to have to get a caretaker for you?
No, I think not. I'm
I'm going to put a little mustard on mine.
Get me a little chili over here.
And a little bit of Frank's hot sauce. Y'all know I love Frank's hot sauce. And I like it on hot dogs especially. So what are y'all eating today? What are y'all doing? We're going to do a hamburger or something for All-American President Day. But then Mama said, I don't even think we got any hamburger meat.
Not unless it's frozen.
And I said, I don't want frozen. I don't mind to use frozen hamburger meat in a casserole or something that you're going to put a lot of spices in. But for my hamburgers, I prefer not the meat to be frozen. Are y'all that picky? It's a true statement. Mmm.
Did you get those chips down for you to eat? I don't want them.
No, I got them down in case you wanted them.
No, I don't want them.
No, I've got a big old bunch. Look at this, how good that is.
Oh, wow.
We may or may not cook later. If we do, we'll certainly invite y'all in. But if we don't, we might just eat cereal. It's a day off. And she's worked me like a dog.
Bless, it's hard.
I've had to lift and move.
Yeah, that you had to do the lift.
Mm-hmm. We moved a buffet from one side of the room to the other. We'll move a desk from one side of the room to the other. You know, important stuff like that. The reason we're moving around the office is it is hard. You people who work from home occasionally or just have a computer, if your computer is not set up just right with the window, it's either blaring you in the eyes or you can't see the screen good.
We're going to get there, though, aren't we?
So Mama's desk, Mama is their church treasurer, and she does the cookbooks for the church, or she did. We're out now, but she's going to be working on our cookbooks. So hers is right in front of the window.
Missed my whole
Do
man.
you need me to feed you, Mama?
Looks like you might have to.
And her desk was right in front of the window, and it was really hard to see in there.
I need a napkin.
But we do want to be able to use that window because we like the natural light. I even offered her to move her desk all the way out to the sun porch. She said that'd be too far. And it does get colder out there, but she's got the heater.
But we don't heat it unless we're out there, though.
Well, if you're out there, you'd heat it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I heat it when I'm out there.
But that may be too much light out there, too.
Oh, that's blind me.
Yeah, when you're on a screen, it's hard to get comfortable with it. I've got mine to where I can see it pretty good in the corner. We're going to get to hers where she'll have a wall and the light will come in from this way, but she'll still see her screen. That's the key. Don't put the light right on the screen. But that's all we're doing today.
You make it sound so simple and easy. No, we can work.
Well, we did, we went through some papers and some stuff.
Then we got more to do like that.
Yeah.
That I say it don't show up. You work.
Right.
But it don't show up.
Mama got her new chest of drawers put in her bedroom. It's not new. It's just moved out of another room. And she got those organized. And now she's moved on to another room. I know what it is. It's spring. If y'all notice, Mama's given up the snowman and the snowflakes. She's went to bright purple. She wore springy the other day, real springy. Green, remember that green? And I know what's going on inside her mind. She's ready for spring. She'll be planting before long. And her mind always goes to spring cleaning.
My sister always says you do it early, so when garden time comes around, it's out of the way. And
Let me tell you something else that happens here. Mama will probably deny this. And her sister would probably deny it too. But they got a little sisterly competition going on at all times.
Oh, no.
If she talks to one of her sisters and her sister says, I've cleaned something, then Mama thinks she needs to be cleaning. Or I put up decorations for spring, or I put up decorations for Christmas. Then Mama says, I'm going to get my decorations done. I call it sisterly competition. Is that a true statement, Mama?
No, she motivates me to do stuff. She's smarter than me.
What's this? Defeat out here?
She's smarter than me.
They talk about every day and they compare notes. So I believe they feed off from each other. Is that true, Mama?
I feed off from her. She's smarter than me, I told you.
Hmm.
She's more work driven than I am. And she's older, that's what it is.
Big sister competition. Mama's got a big sister and a little sister. So that makes her the mischief little middle child now.
I've always kind of been a mischief child.
I don't know about child, but you've been a mischief mama. Now, she's not done anything dangerous today. She's not built any fires. She did that the other day when she slept around. And
I got that out of the way.
she's not been on any ladders, even one step, because I'm home. Now, tomorrow I'll probably be far away. So I couldn't get to her in just a minute, and she'll probably be painting the roof or something. Mama, you going to clear out the gables on the ends of the house or something?
You know that end needs the gutter cleaned out.
The high end, the high end of the house.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, it is the high end now. Needs the gutters cleaned and those things put in it. Leaf filter things put in it.
So that's your project for tomorrow?
No. I'm just thinking of something high that needs to be done. I'll leave that for John.
She claims that she don't do that on purpose, folks. But I claim she does. I claim she does.
I sat here by myself and I think I stuck it needs to be.
Mama got a new delivery today, and look at this new knife. Now, we've got almost everything Tupperware has, but we didn't have this bread knife.
And we've got one more if they put it on.
Look at that bread knife. I'm telling you, I can't wait. And bread schmed. I don't make that much bread to use this, but look at this, folks. What do you think I'm going to use that for?
I don't know.
What do you think I'm going to use it for? Speak up.
Tomatoes. It looks like it's a tomato knife thing.
I love it. I love it, and I know that's that serrated edge. You can cut meat and everything with that. I love that handle. What about that? That's on the website. I'm not, doing a commercial for them. I'm just saying what we got. We were so proud. How can you be? You get to a certain age, and a good knife like that tickles you.
It always has tickled you. Good knives and good ink pens and stuff.
I seen that knife. And I thought, oh, there's that knife. Can't wait.
Let's wash it up first.
It's a Universal Series. It's in the. You can order it today, but look at it. Ain't it pretty too? Now I wish my big purple one had a blue version of it. But look at that. It's got to be washed. It just now came in. But I can't wait. Can't wait. And I'm sure to do a good job on bread. I just don't cut that much bread. But no, I do cut. I don't know if you can cut onions with it or not. But I know I can cut tomatoes with it, folks. And some of y'all bought me a good Rata tomato knife, but that's a big one. Like when we get to canning tomatoes they need to be cut up, boy, I'm gonna grab this blue knife, Mama.
Oh, that would be good.
Or steak, if I'm gonna cut chicken. You know, I use chicken breast a lot of times and I'll cut it up into tenders. That would be perfect. I can spread peanut butter with that one. Nah, I couldn't either. I don't know if I could or not, but I bet you I can cut some tomatoes with it. Mama, this hot dog is good, even if I did make them. This was the last of the chili. We've eaten everything. Folks, we have done so good this week with leftovers. We turned pinto beans into chili.
Refried beans.
Refried beans. It's just been a good leftover redo uptake week.
Clean up week.
I'm proud of us.
It's clean up house and clean up food.
Mama, go ahead and tell them. Ain't this spring cleaning? This is the first of it.
Well, if we get that desk moved and all that, I am going to clean that window because I can't get to it the way everything is now. But
Her desk is right in front of the window.
I
You
did,
can't even get over there to open the blinds hardly.
I did clean the living room windows before I put up my tree,
Mm-hmm.
and I cleaned the dining room windows before I put up the tree in there. So
You're on the road, Mama.
I'll clean those up windows if I ever can get to them.
It sounds good to me. It sounds good. I love a good project. Now, I don't care nothing about working all day nonstop and all that business. But I love to see some successful cleaning going on. I love to clean up a little patch and think, don't that corner look good?
I might get me some more chili. I had more bread and stuff.
Well, just bring it here. Give me a little bit more when you come up here.
Okay.
Mine dried out too. Get yours first, though.
I just,
Listen to her. I'll get yours first, honey. Look at her. Mama, everybody gets chili.
is this all of it?
That's it. We're done.
We cleaned that good, haven't we?
Here, I'm right behind you now. I don't want that much on the hot white steaky.
It was
Thank
hungry.
you, ma'am. I thought she was digging it all out. I thought, oh, she's digging all of it up. She did good. Look at there. A little more chili because that bread kind of...
Slapped it up. Didn't
It did, Mama. I'm going to put a little more Franks on mine. A little more Franks.
Somebody
This chili
made
is
my
good.
stew. Is that you?
Well, I was getting up to help you, Mama. Because I didn't think you was going to... I didn't think you was going to just take mine and leave yours.
Oh, I was.
I know how you do. Did you get you enough? There's a little bit more left.
I got more than I got bread. I
And there's a little more left.
got what I wanted.
This is simple, simple, simple.
And it's good.
And it's good. And
And
it's
that
American for President's Day.
For it to be bold chili to put on the hot dog, it really is good
Mhm.
on Thursday.
I like it. I like an open-faced hot dog. I like it real well. So what are y'all cooking today? I bet y'all are impressive today. Some of y'all are off and you've fired up that old grill. You've got barbecue going and you've got hamburgers and hot dogs.
You
Mm-hmm.
make it sound like the 4th of July.
Oh, Mama, it kind of is the President's Day. Do you all celebrate like that for President's Day? You caught us live. We're early today. Everyone have a blessed day. Yes. Hi from Pearl, Mississippi. Hey, Bonnie.
Well,
Pearl, Mississippi. What a beautiful name.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. We thought about moving one time. And the place we were going to move, there's a road there called Butter and Egg Road. I promise. I'm telling you, I looked everywhere because I wanted to live on Butter and Egg Road. And I looked for every house that I possibly could find. None was available. That's been years ago. And Daddy was taking...
Is that one we found where the steps, and we was afraid he wouldn't be able to do it?
Right, we was looking for specifics. Dad was having to take dialysis. Now, I don't know if any of y'all, some of y'all have, I'm sure, been experienced with people on dialysis. It's not a choice. You've got to go. It don't matter what the weather. It don't matter. And we live about, probably it was 40 miles from where he took dialysis. And one winter, we was really wondering if we was going to be able to get him over there one day. And it happened to be a Monday, which meant he had been Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and if it was going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, it could have been bad. It could have been fatal. So we decided perhaps we better move closer to dialysis. And so we looked and looked and looked, and we could not find anything. And time we got to talking about it and doing all those things, we decided, collectively, Dad decided, from now on, if the weather's going to be any inclination of bad, we'll just get a hotel and stay. And that way it could be close. So from then on, we watched the weather very closely. And it was cheaper than moving. But if we'd have found us a good place on Butter and Egg Road, that could have been our address. Could you imagine? Where do you live, Butter and Egg Road? I would love that. I love the sound of that. Mama was even for it.
Yeah, to get him closer would be safer. But every place we found that was for sale
had some obstacle.
Yeah, would made it harder on him, or maybe impossible.
Or we would just go into a place and look and he said, nope, this ain't it.
Yeah, he was like...
Sometimes he said that before we got out of the car. And if he said something like, you all go and look, I ain't going to go in, we knew you wouldn't.
You know, that wasn't going to happen then for sure.
He was almost as stubborn as Mama. I'm glad stubbornness skips a generation.
What generation did it skip?
Mama, I'm not stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the most easygoing.
Call in, friends. Tell that really know him. Tell it how it really is.
You got a call-in line now?
Yeah.
I'm not as stubborn as you. Or him.
What is it they say on the
Two negatives make a positive is what they say.
It says on the witness stand, I'll take the fifth of it.
No, Mama, I'm not stubborn.
I think you are.
I mean, there's certain things I like just so, and I want them my way. But
I believe that's called stubbornness. But you come back natural.
oh my, if I am stubborn, which I don't think I am, I definitely got it the honest way. Through generations. Granny was stubborn.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, your daddy, my Papa Davis, was probably the most stubborn.
He called it strong-willed.
Strong-willed, that's what I am, Mama. I got Papa strong-willed.
Yeah, you're a lot like him in some ways.
Do y'all think I'm stubborn or strong-willed? Leave a comment. I love to hear Mama laugh. Thank you, Brenda. John, you are picky. Well, Donna?
Yeah, you are picky.
Got my Tupperware. I fixed it with the light conversation I had with you, Mama. Oh, there's Miss Pam Myers.
Oh, well, hello. I talked to her.
Hello from South Carolina. Reva. John, I hate to tell you, that's stubborn. Tracy, you seem awful sure of yourself. Laugh out loud. My way or no way. Now, Teresa.
Yeah. She knows you. Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say, I may be a tiny bit strong-willed sometimes. But I'm not one of the people who's my way or the highway.
What does the kids call you at church, the little ones at times?
John?
The boss. One little kindergarten kid one time said just the principal.
The principal. She'll call me the principal.
Oh, ain't that the boss?
I don't say, every once in a while they call me the principal, but they don't call me the boss.
Who's the boss of the school?
To my face.
The principal. That little girl said, he is the principal.
Kids have such a...
They're honest.
My friend owns a fireworks store. And I help them out sometimes on 4th of July or something, just for fun, really. And this kid from church seen me in there. And she looked at me like that. And she wouldn't even speak to me. And I called her by name. I said, how are you? She just looked at me and she looked up at her mommy. And I said, are you not talking today? And she said, what are you doing here? I said, it's 4th of July. It's firework time. She said, you're supposed to be at the church. I said, not today. And she said, you live at the church. I thought that was so cute. She couldn't imagine me outside of church because, for one thing, that's the only place she'd ever seen me. And so I guess she really did think I just lived there. Every time she was there, I was there. I guess she felt like that was my home. Isn't it funny? I love it. I love it. And the story Mama's telling is, this little girl told me one time at church, said, can we go out and play? I said, well, honey, you got to go to class. This was during Bible school. You got to go to class. Then you're going to go to crafts. And then you get to go out and play. And then we'll come back up here. And she said, I just want to go out right now. And I said, well, honey, you can't. She said, you could let us. You're the principal. I loved it. I think it's so cute. I love to hear kids. They do say the darndest things. One little boy told me one time, I may have told y'all this before, I went into the room, and I go in sometimes just do something or make an announcement or tell them we're having a cookout or we're going to have a hot dog roast Friday night. Are you ready? You know, so I rev them up during their Sunday school classes a lot of times. So he looks at me and he says, how many sleeps? I said, it'll be 5 sleeps. So we do whatever it was going to do. And he said, that's not long. I said, no, it's not. And he said, you're old, aren't you? And I said, well, I don't know. I was younger then. And I said, I don't know if it's old. How old do you think I am? He looked over at another little girl. Now, these kids were 3 and 4. And he looks over at her and he looks back up at me and he goes, I bet you're like almost 12. I said, you're right. I was almost 25 or 30 probably. But it was funny to hear the way their logic is. Their logic is double numbers is old.
Well, it is to them.
Yeah. One little boy told me I was tall one time. And I said, how tall do you think I am? And he said, you're probably like, I said, how tall do you think you are? And he said, he didn't know. And I said, you're probably 3 feet tall. And he said, and you're probably like 330 feet tall. I thought, boy, what imagination. And what the way they think of things is so special. You've got to, if you're around kids, you work with kids, you're going to hear some funny things. And it's kind of like, you know, being around mama. Cooties, remember?
Keep running that.
Here's a little hint from the other night. See that? Some people call them cuties. Mama calls them cooties. I'll tell you the story again for the fear of repeating myself. I brought some of those. I bought them that day. They were sitting in a bag over here, and I forgot the bag because it was on the other side of the fruit. And I said, what's in that bag over there? Because I thought she'd brought it in. She said, that's your bag of cooties. I said, what? Them cooties you brought in here? I said, oh, the cuties. It rang my bell, and I realized what she's talking about.
Oh, you know what I was talking about.
Not really. In the beginning, I was like, what is she talking about? I really didn't like immediately catch on. It was like, it was your cooties. And I'm like, what? So I will forevermore refer to these as cooties.
When you get old, let's see what you say.
I am old. I am old, Mama. I say crazy stuff all the time. Do you ever, especially like at church, I will look at a kid that I have had in church since birth. They may be 6 or 7 years old. And their names are just out there in space, and I'm trying to connect them. And I'm like, hey, little girl, come here. Hey, little boy, what are you doing? And they say, you know my name. I say, and it'll hit me. What is wrong with, when you get Gen Xers, you Gen Xers, what is wrong with this? I can look them right in the eye and know who they are. Some of these kids are like my own kids.
They call that old age when you forget. That's what they tell me.
And I'll holler at them, you know. And they know when I forget. They know, you forgot my name, didn't you? I did not forget your name. Kind of.
In school, I'd always call the kids by their mommy's or daddy's name.
Even kids in our own family, I'll look them right in the eye and their name don't come to me. Not instantly. And I know them. It ain't even like there's a question if I know their name. It's like, you're, and then they'll all come to my mind. They say if a mother does that, so some of you mothers out there, or father, if you list all the kids in the household, when you're trying to think of that one kid, it just means you love them.
My mommy loved all of us really, really good.
It just means that when you think of a kid, you're thinking of love, and you love them.
She called all 4 boys' names for whichever boy she wanted. She called all 4 girls' names for whichever girl she wanted.
Isn't that funny? It's funny how you do. I do it at work too. It ain't just with kids. I do it with work with you know, staff that I've had for years, and I know them well. And I'll just blank out on names. I try to do better.
I said I never would have that mistake like Mommy because I just had one. But what did I do?
She had her brothers. I mean, I got called all her brothers' names at different
just
times.
the youngest one mostly.
And then she used to call me George. Well, then I had a friend named George, and he said, why is she calling you George? And I said, she does that when you're not here. She does that for fun. And it would be like, what are you going to drink, George? And we do that sometimes. And I call her, I call her Mama, as y'all know. That's the primary name that she's always been, is Mama. But sometimes I'll call her Mother Dear, if she's like, you know, if it's that little thing, like, you know, like she's told me 3 times to do the same thing within 30 seconds. Like, how do you move that? Or, if you'll move that, I'm like, yes, Mother Dear, I will.
You're a smart aleck when you do that.
It's more of a reference of you're in charge and I'm
No,
taking the
you're
orders.
smart aleck when you do, Mother.
I'll analyze it. I don't mean it to be smart aleck. I mean it to be, yes, ma'am. I'll do it right now. That's how I see it. But anyhow, so I also call her Tutti Friend, and I always used to when I was young. Thought I would open up a restaurant someday and cook all of her food and call it Tutti Friends. Because her nickname is Tootsie. Y'all know that. Probably. Some of y'all may not. But her name's Frances. You'll see that in all of her Tupperware stuff. But then her nickname since she's 2 years old has been Tootsie. Like Tootsie Roll. Or that song that was Tootsie Tootsie Don't Cry. I don't know. So
I
I
was
was...
smart 2 years old. They said I named myself.
But sometimes I'll call her, just for fun, Tutti Friend. And then I call her, and she calls me, like this is the mostly like when we're going to church, or we got to going somewhere, and we got to be there at a certain time. I'll say, are you ready, Freddie? Meaning like ready, Freddie? And she'll say, yep, Freddie, I'm ready. So that's just a little fun thing, So you do have those little names you call people. But I'll say, you ready, Frida? And she'll say, I'm ready, Freddie. And that means we're out the door. We're going. It's church time in 5 minutes. That's instead of saying, Mom, we're going to be late. Hurry, come on, let's go. Then I'll say, you ready, Frida? Let's go. Mm-hmm. And she'll say, I'm ready, Freddie. Get in the car. Let's go. And that's our Russian thing. When we're rushing, trying to get somewhere. Or if Mama will even say it the night before. Like, it'll be ready, Freddie, in the morning and get out of here at 6 o'clock because I've got to be at the doctor at 7, or something like that. So the old Ready Freddie we use, don't we, Mama?
A lot.
Every time we go to work. So some of us is late a lot. Some of us, not mentioning any names.
Don't point either. Head movement counts.
Thinks if it's 5 till time to leave, then I better hurry and get ready. Many a times in my life, especially on Wednesday nights, more so on Wednesday nights and sometimes on Sunday nights, going to church, I would hear her say, it's 10 till, I gotta go jerk my skirt on. Meaning she'd come home from church, she'd change into her jogging outfit or something, and she had to go get her skirt back on to get to church. Or she would say, we'd get home late on Wednesday or something from something, and I'd say, are we going to be able to make it to church? And she'd say, I'm going to jerk my skirt on right now, and we're out the door.
I'm supposed to think of that stuff that you do and write it down.
I'll do nothing, Mama.
Oh, you're so perfect.
When all my life growing up, of the morning, and I said to her sometimes, because I get up earlier than her now most of the time. My whole life, as a child, I would hear, good morning, get up, it's time to go. Yes, okay. And then I'd hear, John Dwayne, feet on the floor. Up, right now.
That was the last call.
Feet on the floor. Are your feet on the floor? Yes, Mama. They better be. You missed that bus. What would you say?
You may have to walk.
You missed that bus, you'll be walking. Feet on the floor. So, it's not been long ago. I forget, was it a doctor's appointment or something I was going to? I knocked on her bedroom door.
Yeah, doctor's appointment.
And I said, Mama, you up? Feet on the floor. She said, you don't get to tell me feet on the floor. That's what I tell you. Oh, it's fun, isn't it?
I don't know. You shouldn't tell Mama to put her feet on the floor.
My granny was quite the opposite. Like, if you were going to church and you were 30 minutes early, you were just on time. If you drug around and waited 15 minutes till to get there, you was late.
Quit that poking around.
So Granny stayed with us for several years. And I guess she was in her 50s, early 60s, and after my papa died, she moved in with us. And so we live not far from the church. And church started like at 6 o'clock on Sunday evening. And at 5 o'clock, she said, we better get ready for church. We got to get to church. Well, of course, Mama was not in the mood to be leaving nowhere early. And so Granny be ready by 20 after 5. And I'd be ready. And by 5:30, she'd say, let's just go ahead and walk. They're going to be late. So me and Granny would end up walking to church most Sundays because she was not having it. She was not happy if we were late at all. So we were usually the first ones there.
No, Preacher Parrott was the first
Well,
one.
Preacher Parrott had died long years before then.
Yeah, but he would go at 5 o'clock.
He used to go 2 or 3 hours early, if that's because people wasn't there. But now Granny was almost as bad. She wanted to be there 30 minutes early. At 5:30, if you wasn't headed out the door or getting in the car, she was walking. And you better be walking. Sometimes at 25 after, because she wanted to be there by 5, and we could walk it in 5 or 6 minutes. And she'd say, let's just go on. Let's just me and you go on. We got a lot of walking in. But my granny was a walker. She walked. Everywhere she went, she walked. She moved to town in some apartments that back then were just for her age group. And she met great friends. It was the best thing she ever did. I missed her when she left here, but I seen her about every day because I'd stop by her apartment. But she walked the whole town. I can tell you stories of amazement. We had to track her down one time at a store and her walking and shopping because she got some test results back. They wanted to see her right then because her iron was low and this was low and she shouldn't even feel like being up, he said. And Mom was like, we don't know where she is. We'll have to track her down.
Of course.
So we went and found her. We got somebody coming. We're through anyway. The doorbell's ringing.
Goodbye.
So say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama. God bless you all.
You'll have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself. President's Day. Some millions are off, some millions not. If you are, enjoy it. If not, then you got one day down in your week. That's always a good thing, too. So you'll have a blessed day. Lord willing, we'll see you back tomorrow. May we cook. If we cook anything tonight, we'll come back with you, okay? Y'all have a blessed one. Bye-bye.